Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your first away match day ticket of the year. Today is, of course, Burton Albion away. If you are in the stadium, let us know in the live chat. We'd love to hear and speak to you at some point through the course of the afternoon, particularly at full time, to get your thoughts. Interesting lineup, as you can see along the bottom of the screen. It'd probably be my last away day on a Saturday that I'm not attending. Because, the radio's all right, but it ain't the real thing, is it? Brennan Woolley on the radio. But that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Looking forward to it. Colin Plum, Leeds United and Derby County fans, sick, and a load of laughy emojis. Welcome in, Ant. I hope you're doing better. Ben Moore, high afternoon all. Big game for Dobra. One yet to take. Fraser in the 10. In the 10. Yes, interesting, that one. JT, Matt, Ryan, welcome in, my friends. I hope you're doing really, really well. Huge thank you to all of our legends who support the platform through Ko-Fi. You do make everything possible, including our new wireless microphone, which will debut next Saturday. MK Dons. Thoroughly looking forward to it. Right, let's bring in our first contributor. He's a man we all know and love. He is, of course, have I got his little intro? No, I do not. That is shocking of me. I'll tell you where I'll find it. Here we go. It's going to be right here. Here it is. Coxy, how you doing, my friend? Oh, I love your prints on the back there.
Oh, them, yeah, them ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Yeah,
they are great, Marcus Parrott's work, right?
I think so, yeah. I've got a couple of them. They were really good, yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. Nice. Right, Burton Albion away today. We've got Cruncher joining us from the stands, hopefully very shortly. Are you looking forward to today's game?
Always looking forward to the football, Governor. Always looking forward, yeah.
Good man. Obviously, the first away day of the year. A little bit of a mini meltdown during the week. Is it as a bigger game as people are making out to be?
One thing we've learned since our time in the godforsaken League One is every game's a big game. You can't take any of them for granted.
Every game.
Especially as we're Ipswich Town now.
Well, exactly. Adam is feeling a bit more confident today. Hopefully 3 points today. Season starts here. We have got currently 61 people watching us on YouTube. Coxy, set a like target for those beautiful 61 people, please.
150 today.
150? They're going to do smash it twice. Absolutely.
Think big.
Absolutely outrageous like target. Note to self, don't ask Coxy for a like target again. It's like feeding the 5,000 with you. Ashley Bell, afternoon, mate. Big game today. Hard one to call, though. Absolutely. Stuart Donald, 3 points today would be huge. New centre back incoming, says Jason Clayton. Yes, Cameron Burgess being linked from Accrington and Stanley. Do you know much about the player, Coxy?
If I'm honest, no. I've done a quick bit of research. I thought, just in case you asked me, he's 6'4" and his left footer. That's all I've found out so far. Yeah, so he's, sounds on by looking and reading that he's what we're after.
Absolutely. Ben's gone for let's go for 50 likes. Well, Ben set a target on last night's show and it didn't get hit. So Ben, I'm afraid Coxy's going to go with 100 and what was it? 100 and
I said 150. I was well off mark.
Flipping it, Cox. I mean, with the numbers going up as we speak, but we'll wait and we'll see. Let's bring in our third contributor ahead of bringing in the Cruncher. She is, of course, no filter Yorkshire V. Vicky Henderson. Welcome in, Vicky, all the way from beautiful York. How is the northern part of the country today?
Oh, it's a bit drizzly and a bit.
It's always drizzly.
Yeah.
Always drizzly.
Typical sunny day in Yorkshire.
As Sakura used to say, it's always grim up north. How are you? Absolutely. How are you feeling ahead of today's game? Obviously, you saw us last week against Morecambe. People had a bit of a meltdown midweek. How are you seeing it?
I don't know if we're going to get a win today. I'm not overly confident. However, I think we have got currently 11 players on the pitch that are individually good. All right. Certainly better than last season.
Absolutely.
It's just going to take a little bit of time for them to gel and people do need to calm down. It's where we end up. It's not where we start.
Absolutely, and obviously we've got a bit of an interesting lineup coming in. Josh has said Ashley's gone. Burgess had most aerial duels won last season with 299. Then Josh has followed that up with third most aerial duels won. Something we've lacked in defence. Elaine, welcome in, Elaine. I think we need at least 3 more centre backs. Do you agree with that one, Vicky? Do you think we need at least 3 more centre backs?
I don't think 3.
Okay,
I'd go with 2.
2.
I'd like 2 in. Just to give us a little bit of options, especially if we get injured. I didn't like Wolfie last week. I didn't think he played particularly well, to be honest. But it was the first game, and you can't really judge him on the first game, can you?
No, particularly after so many. And I know people have said other teams have made similar changes, but every team, every person is different. Julian Roll, not the team many would have picked, but still looks good. The joy of the transfers we have made. Colin, Victoria, lovely to meet you last Saturday. I'm going to Cheltenham Town on Tuesday. Are you? I don't imagine you are going to Cheltenham, are you, Vicky?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Only Colin, on your own, Cole. Stephen Davis, nice, very second lineup. 3 on the Tractor Boys up the town. Josh, Stuart Watson has indicated that once Burgess signed, that'll be it for centre backs. Possibly would have thought so. Right, let's look at the team then. We've got Hadladke, Vincent Young, Janoy Donasian, Wolfenden, and Matt Penny are your back 5. Let's start with that one then, Coxie. Donasian and Wolfenden back. They're your centre half pairing today. Thankfully, we can't watch it. We'll listen to it on the radio. But what are you listening out for?
Well, a clean sheet, ideally, if the defence. That was obviously the 2 we're going to go for last. Last Saturday when Donasian came on, I thought he done all right. He's quite solid from what I remember from the game. But I know that Crunch is coming on soon. I don't want to, poke the bear, so to speak. But where's Edmondson again today? Where is he?
Where is Edmondson again? Not quite there. He's not on the bench, I believe.
No, he's not.
No, the bench today is Holy and Darbuck, Clements, Elmazuni, Edwards, Bond, and Jackson. That's my Suffolk accent coming out here, boy.
Where's Burns?
We we don't know. We think injury for Burns and Chaplin, but it could be illness, could be anything. We don't know. Could even be illness related. We don't know. But yeah, last week Donasian came on. Vicky, a player that's been much maligned through his time here, often being the first. I think we did in the summer. We did yes or no on the Talking Town Extra Time. He was first person to be voted out, if you like. How did he come into the side last year and perform for you?
Last season was just toilet, weren't it? You can't really even compare. But last Saturday he did a decent job, I think. When he came on for Toto, I think he did a decent job. So we'll see. Yeah,
I was surprised at how well he actually did do. I'm going to be, because it must have been difficult preparing. Because he's a Swiss Army knife, right back, centre back. So you're not really drilling down in terms of performing in one position, but he came in, sudden change, and I felt was probably our best centre half on the day, Coxie.
Definitely, yeah. Out of the 3 we saw on the day, he was. He didn't have a lot to go. One went off injured, the other, made the mistake. And that obviously you debated that last week whether it was Penny's back pass or whether. But yeah, having said that, I think he should have just played safe and just.
He should have done.
Yeah, he should have done, shouldn't he?
Tony Mowbray, Row Z. Might be great to see Barry start. Dave Eaton. If we get Burgess or similar, I think there will be a lot of transfers. I think that will be the lot for transfers till Christmas. Whereas Big Al says we need a goalkeeper, 2 centre halves, 2 midfielders, and a striker. I do think there's more midfielders to come in. I don't think Burgess is going to be it. I think you're going to look to try and bring somebody in that midfield area. Skip intro. Dobra seems to improve every game. The end product will come. He is getting his head up more and more. Watson said Chaplin picked up an injury earlier in the week. Well, see, when they say that, and then they never report it until the Saturday, it's almost like, well, if you bloody knew, why don't you fucking tell us? Do you know what I mean? Fill us in a bit more, boys. Kevin Francis did a game for Donasian and Wolfenden. Get that, and we might be okay. Like update, we're on 40 likes and 1 dislike. One sad, pathetic little individual has gone for a dislike. I didn't know my brother was watching. Anyway, I'm going to bring in the Cruncher live from I think it's the Pirelli Tyres Stadium. Let's see if we can see him. Oh, listen to the roar.
On here.
We can hear you. Don't worry.
On here. On here.
I like that. I like that. I like that. That was nice. A little bit of nice bit of atmosphere being brought in. The town fans are in full voice. Mike D says we're desperate for midfielders. Dennis Edwards says big chance for Dobra. Let's move on to Dobra then. I've tweeted out today, Coxy, you've got to take these chances when they come, when they're presented to you. He's got it, whether through injury or illness or whatever. How big of a game is this for a player who's probably third or fourth on that depth chart, if you like?
Well, I think his biggest thing he's got to do is try to win over his good self. You're sort of a bit with Dobra, aren't you? Sort of, armband man. So yes, this is his chance. The golden goose is flying low. Yeah. Bring it down and wring its neck.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, take the chance with both hands. I want to hear today that he's releasing the ball in the final third, Vicky. Yeah. Often he runs himself into a cul-de-sac and gets dispossessed, where the easier pass was on, he doesn't take it. What are you hearing out for with Dobra today?
I like Dobbs. I think that he's a decent player, and I think this is a big chance for him. So he needs to, like you said, pass the ball, just think a little bit. That will come with experience because he's not quite there yet, but I think this is a good game for him to get some experience and to get involved, but not be selfish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and obviously Barry alongside him, Vicky. He played okay midweek. Interesting player is Barry because he's a similar age to Dobra. People keep saying Dobra's a talent. Well, let's see how he compares next to Louis Barry, right?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that, actually, to seeing them too. Not that I'm seeing it, but to see what they can do.
You're the thin blue line. You're definitely ain't seeing nothing, love. You're firmly listening to the radio, as am I. Coxy, you're looking forward to Barry versus Dobra. It's not a Barry versus Dobra as such, but it is a comparison to see where Dobra is, because Barry is a real talent at the similar age.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's not going to be Dobra against Barry. Hopefully they're both going to perform today and bring the win home for the boys. You know what I mean? Barry is obviously been very. It's been built up a hell of a lot, especially now. There's a couple of Villa fans I know are saying to me, keep us in touch, let us know how he's getting on. So they really do rate him. He's one for the future. He's highly rated.
He's incredibly highly rated, yeah. And I know through the forum, there's been a lot of requests to be added to the forum by Villa fans in their requests, they've just said, Villa fan, desperate to see how Barry gets on, going to be a great player, I want to follow his. And that's really sort of interesting to see that when teams want to follow that progression so closely that they're going to join another team's forum, if you like. I've never once thought about doing that when a player goes out on loan.
Is he actually related to Gareth Barry? Is it just
no.
This is just a load of BS, is it? Right, no.
Well, the research I've done, Gareth Barry has got a son. His name's Oscar.
Yeah.
No mention of Louis, and there's nothing concrete tying the two together except the last name. So, in the same way, I'm Paul Lambert's son. I think he's Gareth Barry's son. Many people for a time thought he was at least my uncle. Many people for a time. They really honestly did.
Oh, my God.
I wish. Great guy, Lambo. Great guy. Always buying a pint, I've heard. Colin Plum. Dobra to score today. So unlucky on Tuesday, Gov. Colin, Barry, different class for his age. Matt Johnson. Dobra has a great attitude. Tries and tries again. Well, today's a big, big game for him. Fraser, in the 10, we believe, Coxy. This is a player we've been calling for weeks to play in the 10. This is his moment. Again, very similar to Dobra. State the claim as to why you should be playing in the 10 on a regular basis.
Yeah, as sort of pre-season went on, I was a bit worried we were going to have another Alan Judge with him. Everybody said he needs to be the number 10. He needs to play number 10. I thought, hang on, we signed this player and he's never going to actually come to fruition again. But last week he took his goal very well. That was sort of the way he sort of finished the ball reminded me of Tommy Miller personally. He was now you've said that, I can actually see it myself. You sort of see how he sort of finished that goal. He placed it side-footed. That was very much a Tommy Miller coming into the box, and yeah. Well, for me, it was anyway.
I agree with that. Obviously, you were there, Vicky. How did you see Fraser's goal and performance opening day?
It was a really good goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Atmosphere was brilliant, and the build-up was good. I didn't come away disappointed last week at all. I think there's lots to build on. Even if we lose today, look, I know we're all fans, and I know we want them to win all the time, but we're not gonna. We are not going to win all the time, and I will get worried sort of mid-October, November time if we're not performing. Not now.
No, I think I agree with that. Ben Moore, you can have all the talent in the world, but need to go out there and rip it up today. Both Dobra and Barry. Dave Eaton, 10 is Fraser's best position. Big Al, Barry is playing in the number 10. Fraser is out wide again. Well, I got a lot of love last week for this, so here it is. TT.
Support for Talking Town is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels.
Hold up, fellas. I don't think we've quite understood what I'm talking about here. We've gone years in the UK without using the right tools for the job. Long gone are the days of a razor blade in the mirror. No more shall we look like Sideshow Bob down there. Manscaped have redesigned the electric trimmer. Their engineering team have perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created. And have just released the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 in the UK. Their third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents because nobody wants a bloodbath in the bathroom. Did I tell you? It's got waterproof technology. So you can dim those lights, get yourself in the shower, and groom to your heart's content. Whatever you do, however you do it with Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0. And don't forget, you can get 20% off and free delivery with the code TT. Manscaped.com. Make your testes, Coxy.
Your bestie, sorry.
Thank you very much. Wakey, wakey, son. Come on, we know the drill. Although, look at you, Coxy. You've used it on your head.
Cheeky, but yeah.
You've done it the wrong way, mate.
I was standing on my head when I was doing it.
Dim those lights, Gov. Dim those lights. Absolutely. Dim the lights. Get a bit of old Mills and Boone, Vicky, on the tablet. And have a great time. Ben Moore. Every time I hear this now, I think of Collins coming after the Newport game. Jacob Brown. I hope Fraser plays in the middle today. When he went to that position last Saturday, he was class. My prediction is 2-1 Town. Jacob Farrell, I can hear the ad twice. Yes, I was talking along at the time. I can't wait to perform it live again at next week's home game. I'll be doing it live like a compare Coxy, you know what I mean? Hock says you're looking great today, Vicky. Colin, 3-1 today. Right, we're being joined by Matty. Matty, welcome in, my guy. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How you doing, Go?
Yeah, very well. You've seen the lineup today. What jumps out at you straight away from that lineup?
Well, I think like everyone, seeing Chaplin and Burns not even in the squad, but Jackson is in the squad. A little bit confused by that. Is that a tactical thing? Is it a resting thing? Not too sure. It seems like Chaplin's a real Cook favourite, so I was quite surprised by that. Maybe he has a little small injury or something, given a rest. But exciting squad. Really excited to see Barry in there. And I'm hoping as well, like other people, that Fraser does play that 10 role, but it doesn't seem clear that's the case. He might be on the left, it seems. But yeah, exciting squad. Donatian, I was at the Morecambe game on Saturday, and I thought he did a really solid job when he came in there. So I think he'll do the job today.
Absolutely. We believe Chaplin may have a knock. Burns also, but it's not being confirmed. There's lots of stuff flying around. But how much of an opportunity? We'll talk about this earlier in the show. But how much of an opportunity, from your perspective, is this for the young lad Armando Dobra?
Yeah, I think so. I think Dobbs pre-season really was starting to kick on. He was one of those players, I believe, that was sort of almost asked to leave, and he sort of fought his way back in. He made it clear that he wanted to stay, he wanted to be part of the project. He's one of our academy players, so not to be too sentimental about it, because it's about winning the season, it's about getting the points on the board. But it's a bonus that he feels part of the club. He's grown up here and he wants to be part of it. So if he can get kicking this season, if he can get that first goal under his belt, or even an assist, just something like that, but really get him kicking, get the fans going, get him singing his name, I think that will really push him forward. And From what I heard on the radio, it seemed like a decent performance in the cup on Tuesday. Just couldn't quite get that goal. So if you could get that today, it'd be great.
Absolutely. Matt Johnson Gov loves talking about testes. If they're paying the bills, Matt, I'll talk about anything and anything. Colin Plum. I am for hire. Colin Plum. Hi, Hawks. Are you going to Cheltenham Town on Tuesday? If so, see you there. He is. I can confirm. I believe he is. Skip intro. We are lucky to have Danasian, solid backup, and seems happy to be around the squad. Good cover. Matt, Danasian, a comment like that probably 2 months ago would have seen people on the platform sort of reacting in different ways. Are we lucky to have a player like Janine Danasian? And what are you feeling about him playing centre half today?
I think so. I mean, as we all know, Cook loves utility players. He loves players that can play 1, 2, maybe 3 positions. I think Colson's evidence of that he was brought in. But I think we've got to look back at Danasian and think, when did we bring him in? We brought him in when we were in the Championship. We brought him for 700k. That would be one of our biggest signings this summer. So clearly at League One level, at least 2 years ago, he was seen as a real prospect. And he has got history playing in centre-back as well. And if last Saturday's anything to go by, he was absolutely solid. And for me, he was better than Wolfenden while he was on. So let's give him a chance. We don't have much choice at the moment until we get Burgess in, until Edmondson's back. We don't have a choice. Let's get behind him. I think Ndarba's a great prospect, but not quite ready for league starts just now. So give Danasian a go and see how it goes. Get behind him, I say.
Absolutely. Vicky, Jason Clayton. This is why Cookie has gone for 2 good players in each position. He can protect players with injuries and knocks and put just as good players out. Last year's squad lacked depth. So how is Jason correct in what he says there, Vicky?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. One thing that I saw last week was that there was more attacking and the football seemed to flow a little better than last season. Couldn't be any worse, could it? Let's face it.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But it seemed to flow a lot better. I think we'll do all right.
Absolutely, yeah. Skip intro. Don't think Ndarba is physically enough yet, and hope he feels out. And Ndarba played Tuesday night, Coxy. If he's not coming into the lineup at this point, is it fair to say that probably, with Burgess and Edmondson still to come, his time at the club are sort of numbered?
I don't know how old is he. He's still quite a young player, isn't he?
Still a young player, but Edmondson and Burgess aren't coming for a 1-year rental, you'd have thought. So you're looking at 2 years already.
Hopefully not, yes. So, it'll be his decision. But as we've said many times already today, if there is a chance there, which obviously isn't today, he had it Tuesday night, he's got to take it and got to give Paul Cook the right thoughts to have, whether he can drop this guy or not. You come in, play the game, you're still in, aren't you?
I would say they're numbered.
Right.
Just from the point of view, Burgess, Edmondson coming in, then you've got Wolfie and Nsiala. You've got Elkan Baggott, who is just behind Ndarba, but a bit younger. He may bypass him, in 6 months, a year's time. I just feel if you're not breaking into a team when you've got this injuries at the centre half position, I just think maybe you're never going to sort of break in. I don't know how you feel about that, Matty.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Corey because I saw him in the car park last week, got a selfie of him. So I'm a bit of a fan at the moment. But no, I do agree. If we do bring in Burgess and we've got those 2 centre-backs that look like they'll be the next 2 or 3 years, then it will be difficult. But he's one of those players for me that once we've got that position covered and we're back up, if he's not in that, if he's not one of the 3 centre-backs, 3-man centre-backs, I wouldn't mind seeing him go out on loan, to be honest. I wouldn't mind keeping a hold of him, sending him to a League 2 club. Like we did with other players in the last few seasons. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. I don't think there's any shame in that, and it gets good experience. I think playing at a decent level is the most important thing, and under 23s football doesn't quite have the same physicality for me as EFL football. So I wouldn't mind keeping hold of him as long as we can get the wages offloaded a little bit. So yeah, we'll see.
Absolutely. Last few minutes before we go to bold prediction time, Coxy. Pigott up the top. Bond came on last week, and got a goal. He came on. He started Tuesday. Looked fairly lively for me. Pigott, what do you want to see out of Big Bad Joe Pigott today?
Strikers need to score goals. One of your many sayings, Yeah,
I'm a bit old-fashioned.
Yeah, quite simple. Yeah.
Do you want to see a goal from him today, do you?
Well, preferably maybe more than one, but yes, I'll take one.
Yeah, Vicky, what do you want to see out of Feed the Pig today? Do you want to see a goal? Obviously, you want to see a goal, but if it's not a goal, what else do you want to see from Joe today?
I'd love to see a couple of goals from him. I think he's a decent player. He gets up there. He needs to be fed a little bit more. We need to feed him. But I think he'll be all right. Yeah. A couple of goals from him.
Ryan Senior, Colchester would have him complete the whole ex-Ipswich 11. Skip intro, Piggett's like a pound shop Kane, and I mean that in a good way. We've got some score predictions coming in. Right, we've got Ben Moore 3-1 Town, Ryan 2-1 Town, Matt Whitting 2-1 Town, Barry and Dobra. Wow, I wonder what the odds are on that, Matt. 2-2 says David, 2-0 says Nathan, Matt Johnson 4-1. Matty, bold prediction please for today's game.
2-1 Town for me. Bond's going to come off the bench and score the winner.
Oh, I love that. Love that. We've got Jono 24 White with like a 3-0 today. Start to put the chances we are creating away. Thank you, Jono. New name in the chat. Get onto YouTube, subscribe. Welcome into the Talking Town family. Vicky, what is your bold prediction, please? Are you there? I think she might have frozen, actually. Coxy, what is yours?
I'm going to go for my usual 2-1. And I'm going to say, my usual 2-1. I'm going to say we're going to go behind, and we're all going to be sort of, oh, bloody hell, starting to growl a bit. And I think there's going to be 2 late goals, and the winner is going to be Jackson. He's going to be stuck on by Paul Cook, and he's going to stick it in.
Good God.
And then be sold next week.
Yes, absolutely. Ashley Bell, 3-2 Town. Love that sort of boldness, Ash. 2-0 says Harry. 2-0 from Harry again. The 2 Harrys have gone for a 2-0. Colin Plum, 3-1 win. Dobra, Piggott and Evans. And still 1-1 draw. I'll take it. 3-1 St Andrew, because Burton are an informed side. They really are. Road to 3K, lads. Gets the scrum, says Ben Moore. Vicky's back. Vicky, what is your bold prediction, please?
Unfiller prediction coming up.
I think it's going to be 1-1.
1-1
on the fence.
Yeah. Don't get splinters. Right, we're back at full time when we will grab your opinion, Coxy's, Vicky's, Matty's. We'll grab yours from the chat, and there'll be a live link to get involved. So if you're at the game, get involved. Let us know what you've seen and heard. If you're hearing it on the radio or other means, get involved in your full-time show. But for now, we are done. We are dusted. Come on, Town. Big 3 points.
Come on, Ipswich.
Come in. Let's go.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now.